We're getting strong Beauty and the Beast vibes right off the bat here. I'm getting that song Tale as Old as Time. Let me show you how this all came about. So we first got the clovers, which I actually saw as like your luck turning around. There's something with the 4-leaf clover, potentially something with Ireland. Okay, but then I saw these flowers on the clovers and it was reminding me of those. Is it dandelions? Is it dandelions that you blow? You blow and make a wish. So then I was seeing the scene, and I'm pretty sure it's in Beauty and the Beast where she blows on one of those, and so that's how I started getting Beauty and the Beast. Okay, and right after that, we get this woman here with the rose card in reverse, and so then the rose also is another reference to Beauty and the Beast. Okay, and then I start getting Tale as Old as Time. I just wonder if you can hear the beat. There's just like a lo-fi beat on, but the way that this song started, it actually sounded like horse hooves, clomping like a horse-drawn carriage. Okay, and I know there is a horse. Yeah, there are horses, not a horse-drawn carriage per se, but there are. I remember her like escaping on a horse when she goes to save her dad or something. But anyways, something about horses could be significant too. But this movie or this story, there's an important message here. The thing that was coming through strong, and then yeah, we did get this guy too, also in reverse, which kind of makes me think of the Beast. So there's something here. And then look, we have these flowers, and so there's almost this sense of like you possibly have given up on love, or you've kind of come to terms with like, I don't know that this is gonna pan out for me, and like maybe you've kind of made peace with that. Like you're not necessarily lonely, like you found happiness on your own, you're finding self-love, but there's a part of you that maybe wants to be in connection. But I'm seeing like you've given up on this, and or like you've definitely at a point where like you're not settling. Like I'm see her with this like single rose in the past, and then there's this full bouquet. It's kind of like in the past you've settled for less than you deserve, definitely on this front. So that's where it's kind of like, you know, I'm not willing to budge on some of these standards now, and if that means being alone, then like so be it. But there is this surprise here where I'm seeing, like I was just reading through Tale as Old as Time, and the lyrics, it's like there's this surprise, and it was saying like the surprise that you can change. So there's this opportunity here, and yeah, they want to emphasize like it's always an opportunity because it's all ultimately up to like your choice, your actions, your intentions. Like these readings tap into the potential timelines, the things that could open up for you if you choose or if you want that. But I do see an opportunity here for a very profound love. Also with Tale as Old as Time, I was getting definitely a past life energy. So like there's a sense of like knowing this, feeling like you know this person right off the bat, but that connection is just like very surprising for both of them. And with the Beast, it's like the Beast definitely has come to terms with like, you know, it really made him go into a dark energy and feeling like he was never like he was going to be cursed forever, he was never going to find love. It seemed impossible, and then like out of nowhere, you know, this whole thing transpires. So there's some element here that's very surprising. As I was doing that, I was grabbing my red bracelet, so there's something here again about the red thread of fate. Something here connecting that you feel like there's definitely like a cosmic connection to this. Something that's brought you together. And yeah, you've definitely both overcome a lot. There's something with the Beast too that I was getting about. Kind of shadow work, or someone here kind of, it's almost like the Beast has to, yeah, the Beast, it's almost like Belle sparks that kind of shadow work or helps the Beast to heal, you know, some of those shadows. And that's what true love can do, you know. It's like there's something here about the power of true love, the glory of true love, John Prine. It's something, they're kind of saying something along the lines of like, it's not just someone who accepts you and loves you, and it's not just about acceptance, but like unconditional love, but also there's some element here about how they can literally heal you, they can transform you if you allow it. You have to be open to it. The last piece I was seeing with the rose, this sense of like the curse kind of being, I don't truly believe anyone is cursed. There's a sense of like our beliefs and the things that can be projected, or there's like the power of belief, which I think in the past people could be cursed if they strongly believed that was true. But there's something here about, I'm seeing the rose almost as like this really, almost more like a karmic cycle in love, or a karmic cycle of some sort that's wrapping up, that's closing out. Again, if you choose it and if you align with the energy of moving into this higher timeline. I'm seeing a lot about how you have emotional depth here. And you are very deep in like the way that you perceive things as well. Like there's something here about being deep in thought too, or deep in reflection, introspection, a lot of like having like a very colorful kind of inner world, or just like almost I'm always just seeing your brain kind of always thinking about things or analyzing things, but in like kind of a, not just analyzing in a logical sense, but this energy of like really considering all these details and like noticing the connection between things. And that could be too why you've kind of felt like a fish out of water. You felt out of place because you haven't found someone who can, it's kind of, they match it, but also just someone who holds space for it. Let's see, let's get a couple archetypes. The womb and the queen. Okay, interesting. A lot of divine feminine energy there. We have the lotus and the snake, so a lot of transformation with the queen. That's so funny. Okay, I literally just saw this card and I heard honeymoon. Honey as in sticky sweet honey, and then moon, and in my head I'm seeing it, hearing it as two words, a honeymoon, but I didn't until I actually like heard it together. I was like, oh, honeymoon, but I was seeing it as like a honey moon, like a honey colored moon, but the fact that I got the word honeymoon, and then we have womb, so that's interesting. Some people take those like baby moons. I don't know if it's something like that. But I'm just getting a lot of, regardless of if you want to have kids or not, there's a lot of powerful creationary energy that you're tapping into together, or vortex. Agape. Were we not just talking about love? True love, agape. Wow. Again, that song, Come On Baby, Lit My Fire, was not in key, but you know the song. Wow, we just got a lot of this like glowing. It could be Kundalini. I'm seeing something about this. This glow up too. Definitely a heart chakra energy. valley. And then I heard ranch, so I don't know if a ranch is, you like a ranch, they like ranch, but it's maybe a hidden valley. The shadow in reverse, weren't we just talking about the shadow? It's like you're merging your shadows almost. I'm hearing that band's Joy song. Your mess is mine. There's something like this person wants to help you work through it. It's almost maybe there's a part of your shadow you couldn't access alone. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Or like you couldn't go it alone. It's like you have someone to hold your hand through it. I'm hearing I'll follow you into the dark. Is that Death Cab for Cutie? No. Is it? I'm blanking. That song. The Village. Look at this glow again. Getting a lot of that fiery energy. And the Eternal Child, which also has this glow in the middle. Okay, so there's this person could be activating as well a sense where it's like this childlike spark, or kind of this adventure, or just opening up a lot of new experiences, things that you'll do together. 1122, as I say that. Look up 1122. Things are doubling up. The Destroyer, which I was going to put back, then I almost see it as the beast with the eyes again. Let's wrap it up with a Sedona card. Or two. White Buffalo Woman and Thunder Mountain. Just interesting because I'm getting something there about almost now it's like, because I was seeing the beast, it's almost like this is a beautiful beast now, or there's something here about her containing both energies. Seeing this angelic energy, I'm literally getting a sense of there may be something about this connection where it's like you feel very strongly that someone who's crossed over has brought you two together. Like there's going to be something potentially, if this is your message, there's multiple, probably wild connections, or I'm also seeing like you guys have a lot of, it's one of those things where like you have a lot in common, and or like you've literally been in the same places throughout different times in your life, and it's like one of those things where it's like, how did we not cross paths? But it's because it's aligned now, it's the perfect time now. But I am seeing specifically there's very much a sense it could be a female figure, a maternal energy, or grandmother or something like that, someone, an aunt, maybe someone who has crossed over that you feel like there's going to be some, like there's some specific sign, something about the way you come together with this person that like, not only does it feel defined, but it's like specifically guided, like there's some synchronicity, something that connects to this person who has crossed. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That could resonate. Let's get one more of these. Lenormand, actually. Anything else to know here, Spirit? What else do they need to know? Oh, I love this card. I heard loyalty. So if there's a fear of, if you've been with people who have not been loyal, it's like this person's going to be so loyal. And I'm also seeing with the collar off, I'm actually seeing a sense of freedom here again, where there's like a freedom to be yourself. And with the dog and the ball, I'm also getting again that playful energy of the reactivating this aspect of you. Like maybe part of you has had to get really serious for the past kind of phase of your life. Like a lot of things you had to deal with that were just very adult, or things that maybe there was overworking, or just things where things got serious, kind of like the beast, you know? It's like there's a sense of you kind of lost this playfulness or this curiosity or something. It's like you're starting to regain it, but this person, or if you haven't, this person is going to connect you to that. Yeah, the fox. $18 and $14 could be significant. Those could be like the day of the month. 18, 14. Okay. We're going to leave it there. I appreciate you joining me again in the House of Bardo, and I will see you next time.